The participants have completed 2 days of their quest so far. Chris got a fire in the morning of day 2. I gave permission for Chloe and Marco to work together towards the end of day 2, so they may have got a fire. I'm hoping they have, because they were really running low on water and that was starting to have a debilitating effect on them. Darren has persevered on his own, so now at the beginning of day 3 we'll go and see what the situation is with them. So, how does that feel?
Fantastic. Fantastic. And it was really strange because I kind of set myself that if it didn't happen, I was on the same way. And yeah, when it did come, I was like, yes. And the buzz out of the water, because I'd drunk all of what I had in reserve yesterday.
Yeah.
So today I was kind of under pressure a little bit, but I couldn't just sit there and build my reserves. And yeah, I felt so good. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes, it could indeed go that way.
Welcome. Let me show you around.
Okay.
This is the wood pile for today.
Is that enough for today?
Don't know. Well, that's the wood pile for tonight.
Ah, I see.
Straighter ones, so I can sleep longer because they lie better on the ground. This is the windbreak stroke.
Oh, see those. That's yeah. How many bowls of water have you drunk?
That's my third. I'll
Okay.
have to collect a few more of these in a minute.
Ah, is that
Very nice it was.
thistle root?
Thistle root, yeah.
Indeed.
Would you care for some?
Definitely. I know. Really smoky,
Yeah, it makes it taste like tea, doesn't it?
like lapsang.
Let's call it that. Crapsang.
So we've just had a bit of a drama. Marco's shelter caught fire. The wind direction changed. He loaded up his fire and went off to harvest some things, and came back and his shelter was alight. He managed to put it out, but I think his waterproofs actually caught fire. Some sparks landed on them, so they've melted, and his blankets burnt a little bit. After just rechecking the situation, it was a close run thing. He nearly came off quest, which would have been a shame, a day early, but we checked the situation out and he's making repairs and is set in for another night. Rebuild after the fire. Here's some of the evidence of what happened when the debris hut caught alight yesterday. Thankfully, looks like repairs have been done. And how are you doing?
Really exhausted today, really tired, really low in energy.
How do you feel about coming in at the end of the day?
Very much looking forward to a feast.
Okay.
Definitely.
Any special requests?
More than a feast, actually. I'm really looking forward to a drink. I'm really thirsty. I think that's why I'm struggling today. I did a rock boiling just last night in the dark, or tried to, but the rocks weren't hot enough and it didn't boil for long enough. So I thought, I'll just do it again in the morning. And the night was so long and windy, and my wood was just being eaten up by the fire because the wind was blowing in this direction, whereas the first night it was blowing in a slightly different direction. So it was just powering through all of my wood. So I ended up sleeping outside so I could keep an eye on it. And well, I say sleeping, lying outside. And I don't really think I got much sleep. And I'm just so thirsty. So I've just got I had to go get some more rocks. So stumbled to collect some rocks this morning, and just when you were coming I was just going to get my bowl, which is on a post over there.
Oh, what, catching rain?
Hopefully catching rain, yeah.
Yeah. Tell me
Morning.
of your
Day
night.
4, last day. Yeah, the night, the wind picked up again and shifted from west to south around the edge of my windbreak, and then was blowing through the fire like a bellows basically. And I had a big pile of firewood, it was burning it up and up and up, and it was blowing smoke into the hut. The wood ran out, and I used the emergency wood, and I built it up. I was picking ribs out of my shack, just reaching in, seeing if one was loose. Right, I'll have that. Staking it on the fire, and just tried to build it up again, and then went into the hut, and I slept. Yeah, the first time that I know that I slept. I thought, what happens will happen. You know, I've done as much as I can do. And then crawled out, might as well have a look, right, at a pile of ash. Blew on it.
Nice coals.
Oh! I made myself a cookie last night.
Oh, what, with the acorn mash?
Well, that was
Yay.
so I got the acorns, half of them I kept as just as nuts. Half of them I risked mashing up with some hawthorn berries. Put it on a hot stone that I found, nice flat stone. Cooked me a cookie. Slightly crispy on the outside, slightly moist on the inside. Oh, but I think that's what made me sick. I had some thistle roots as well. And you don't need to eat much of this stuff, do you? You haven't overdone it on the wild food, but just maybe it's the wild food coupled with all that
Have you
work.
eaten acorns before?
And I've never eaten acorns before.
Okay,
ever.
well then maybe you're having a bit of a reaction to acorns.
Next time
Did you cook them before mashing them up?
I didn't want to tannin up my water. I wanted to drink my water. So in case there
Oh,
was
of course,
stuff still
'cause you're
left in it.
Good distance from the stream, yeah.
This water walk is half an hour. It worked fine. It felt good to make. And I was just a little bit sick, and it just made me feel better immediately. My body was telling me to stop halfway through it, but I was thinking, look, get it in you. These are calories right here, and you've made it, so get it in you. But I feel fine. I mean, I'm absolutely amazed, frankly, how I can have done so much work on so little, and I don't feel hungry. I was expecting to be more, having to manage my emotions a bit more, like the wind's coming, the rain's coming, the bow drill hasn't worked for the 30th time. I'm just enjoying it. I think I enjoyed the work. It's building my own little house, and heating it and providing for myself is very rewarding. I could carry on. I've got some food stashed. I've got a pile of roots and dock leaves to roast them in. I'm ready to go, but